Good morning, Lamb. How are you doing? Did somebody mention coffee? Oh, yeah, we've got coffee. Cheers, Betty. How do you prefer to make your coffee? Also, how's the music? I'm playing through Spotify in my web browser right now, and it seems like the audio levels are a little different. Two pour overs. I use an AeroPress right now, and also have two a day. And then sometimes I'll make decaf in the afternoon. Let's see here. So we got that. We need to do some open source maintenance here. How are the music levels? Are they okay? Are they normal-ish? What up, Leo? My friend. Leo, is my music levels normal? Like a decibel louder than usual? Okay, that's what I thought. Let me bumper. Seems a little bit closer. My sister manages a bar, or not a bar, a brewery, and she has these two playlists that people rant and rave about, so we're gonna listen to those. I'm loving Gleam so far. Gleam has been a ton of fun. Mm, maybe. Okay, I actually like this PR. This is good. All right, let's cut a new release for TSC. We also need to cut a new release for Create and Launch app this morning. Somebody put in a bug fix that we need to submit. Sure, Ethan. Twitch made you unfollow me. Sure. What? You had a typo in GitHub issue comment? Whatever, it's okay. I use two 27-inch monitors and my MacBook. So that did go in. Yeah, can we go? Here we go. So let's cut a new release here. This will be v2.1.0. v2.1.0. Generate release notes. Love getting new contributors. Thank you, Ben. Attitude like oh man, we're almost to 300 stars on that. Oh chat, I would love everybody's take on this issue. Okay, hold on. Here, y'all can go read this, but I would love for y'all to go read this PR and then give me your feedback in chat. So I ran into a bug yesterday while we were writing Gleam where, sure, we'll install a ghosty update. Where the HTTP client we were using expected implicitly the headers to be lowercase, which HTTP1 is not lowercase. So what happened was, let's see here. In this code, this line right here, so HTTPC is a binding. I'm actually not sure if it's a binding. It binds to Erlang somehow, but this is the thing that issues HTTP requests, and it uses the request and response types from Gleam HTTP. Now, Gleam HTTP has a implicit, maybe not implicit, you need to use lowercase headers with the request type, which is only called out in the docs, which I never saw because I just started using the library. And when it called this and looked for content type, my content type had a capital C and a capital T, and it ended up not working. It took me forever to figure out what's happening because there was no indication that this expected lowercase headers. So I went and I opened this pull request, making it so when we search for headers that we lowercase the key and then we lowercase each header as we iterate over the headers, right? No big deal. Wrote a bunch of tests for it. And Louis is giving some pushback, which is totally cool and fine. Like, I'm totally happy to go back and forth on this. But he says only lowercase header names are valid, so this PR would make it less clear what the contract of this package is while doing additional needless work, which the additional needless work is just lowercasing headers, which I guess is I don't think that's ever going to be a huge perf hit, but if we were to accept this, we would need to make all operations on headers case insensitive, which I think we should, which would require an opaque type with a smart constructor. I don't think that's the case. I think that's the right solution, but without doing a major upgrade. I don't think that's necessarily true, blah, blah, blah. So I don't understand why we would need to make the constructor opaque. Why would operations on the key, header key, require that we always string lowercase this? If we always lowercase, then I linked to the HTTP 1 spec where headers are not case insensitive. And then Louis said, because that's only one of the countless ways we can interact with headers. If we add that here, we force the programmer themselves to lowercase every key. I don't know, man. Like, this was really confusing, and I feel like it's objectively. So you either have like this implicit, not implicit. You're going off trust, or you can provide a guarantee that is like opt-in. This was really I guarantee as Gleam gets more popular, this repo is going to have a bunch of the same issues pop up because it is very, very confusing and not intuitive and hard to learn, which is the hardest part. Well, that's kind of Louis' point, Leo, about making the type opaque, right? Because like we could make every function that accesses the headers and works with them lowercase. That's easy. That's fine. It's that without making the type opaque, you can't guarantee that if somebody straight up uses the constructor that they don't pass in a list of different case sensitivity headers, which makes it a pain. And he has I mean, I might eventually end up just making my own HTTP library and doing it the way I went, but we'll see what he says today. But I mean, I learned some stuff, and I think he has good points and valid points. It's just I feel strongly about my position, especially for new users. Still HTTP, HTTP Roy. All right, let's go cut a new release of Create Melange app since we actually got a couple PRs in or issues on Create Melange app yesterday, randomly. I thought we had a PR. Forced Dunes colored output in npm dev script. I don't think I ever passed through. That's not. I don't want to spend my time there. Error. This was the one we. I think this person just marked not npm installing. I need to add, what is the name of this label here? The hell is this? This is the greatest label of all time that I cribbed from the OPM repo. All right, let's pull this and cut a new release. And then we'll get back into Gleam here. I need to catch up on chat too, but. We pulled, and let's go ahead and cat. Need to do a Doom. Oh, what are my package JSON? What does this thing look like? I always forget if I have publish patch. So we need to build first. See you, Ethan. Feel better. Okay, so let's do a Doom build. So a Doom clean. And we have to go update our versions. I need to automate this. Not that one, but it will be in app. In here. 1.1.0. Is that what we're at? Is the package JSON wrong? Wait. What? We're on V1. Why is my package JSON wrong? So this will be 1.1. Okay, and then we go ahead and go there and we say that, and we'll do a git commit bump version, and we can push that and clear that, and then we can do a Doom clean. Oh, fuck me. opam shell Doom clean, and then we can do a Doom build. Guess we have to opam install. All right, I'm gonna catch up on chat while this is installing. By the way, Dave, I was on the Dune dev meeting with Javi, and I don't think the context changes y'all are building are gonna help use the @ config macros for conditional compilation from Melange. We don't plan to use config macros. Can you explain more? I know, but you folks want 2 libs with the same name, and I want 1 lib with 2 separate compilation pipelines. I also want. That's what I want too. I think that's what you basically showed me how to do yesterday, Dave. Or not yesterday, whenever that was. Time is a flat circle. Coffee and coding sent on my Ubuntu partition for the first time in a while because I'm trying to format a USB and update my BIOS, and man, it looks nice. I decked it out, themized. Noise. I also think my approach is better to hide the complexity of modes from library consumers. You just add a library dep and the build system picks the right dep mode artifacts based on the mode of your lib. I like that. There's some cases where we want 1 lib with 2 pipelines. Since modes Melange doesn't propagate and you need to explicitly add them on all libraries, this doesn't work as seamless as we would like. That makes sense. Leo said, I understand that, but if you have lib A with mode Melange and depends on lib B, then lib B also needs to have mode Melange. Exactly. So then if lib B doesn't have Melange mode, it'll just be a compilation error. But if it does, and it gets compiled on Melange mode with all the PAPXs being able to know they're in Melange mode. All right, so there's that. We have the chmod, and then we do a good old, let's get node into our shell, and we say npm publish, what do we call it? Publish minor? No, publish patch. npm run publish patch. That's gonna make me log in. And we're gonna come up here, we're gonna yoink my one-time password, throw that there, do that. Boom, new version of Create Melange app is published. Let's go, chat. And let's go ahead and update our releases. And we'll say 1.1.1, push. Let's also get develop and pull that in. And, oh wait. I might have missed. Shit. Shit, damn it. We're gonna have to cut a second release because I'm an idiot. God damn it. All right, so we have a conflict. Let's go ahead and fix this. Sorry, chat, we'll get to the Gleam here in just a few minutes. This shouldn't take too long yet. Just have to knock out some merge conflicts. Yeah, you're fine. I don't care. It's probably that one. Yeah, that's fine. So now we'll say that, and then we'll say get rebase, continue, and now we have we'll do get rebase dash dash. What was it? Allow empty, or we'll just do skip. Same deal. All right, so now we have a merge conflict again. So let's go back in here and let's find our merge conflicts. We have several. Okay, we can just forget about the package lock ones. We'll nuke that and regenerate it because I don't care. But this one, we're gonna take the top one and let's go ahead in here. We'll delete the package lock and we'll quit out of that. Oops. Save that, and where are our other ones in package JSON? All right. Do that, we'll do an npm install. That will generate our lock file. In fact, we don't really need the package lock because we use bun, but whatever, it's fine. So now we can get rebase continue. And we have another merge conflict. This seems fine. Okay, I don't think there's any merge conflicts here. Is this going to be an empty one? Yep, so we can skip. And now we have a conflict in OCaml install again. Let's see here, we can do this and then yoink that. That looks good. And then we have it again in here. Okay, this one's gonna be a little bit trickier to work through. Add OCaml regional project via OPM. Is there any difference between these? Surely, right? That's the same. I can't see a difference between these two blocks. Anyone see a difference? Okay, this is on the same line. This is on a second line. Yeah, okay. Is this some Billy Joel right now? Are we listening to Billy Joel? We are, Vienna. Let's make sure that's the only one. Okay, there's one more. We'll uncomment this. Yeah. And this one's empty again. I gotta remember that I started using a develop branch on this project. And source.app, okay. We want that one. That was that. Package lock, okay. Again, we're just gonna remove package lock. In fact, I'm just gonna remove the package lock because I use Bun to install stuff in this project. We'll do this. Yeah. Boom. All right, we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna open a PR to merge develop into main. So let's do main. And we're going to contribute. This branch is, how do I merge this into main? I just want to open a pull request, new pull request. Develop into main. Develop main 1.1.2. Let's check these files quick. That's fine. App looks good there. That looks good there. And this should have the bug fixed there. Excellent. Perfect. That's what we want. So let's go back, merge this in, and cut a new release again because I'm a silly goose. And then we're gonna come here. I fucked that up, but that's fine. I forgot to tag 1.1.0. v 1.1.1, and the target is main. Recent commits. $13 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. 1.1.1. v 1.1.1. Generate release notes. And then down here, we just go in here. This will now be 1.1.2 because I'm Doom. Then we'll do Doom clean and a Doom. What did that change? Oh, right. And we'll add that, and we need to do a Dune build. And we say git commit, and we'll say v 1.1.2, and then we'll do a chmod. Yup. And then we'll say npm publish run publish patch. And that will publish 1.1.2. Grab our OTP. That's good. Close the tab. That should publish that. Push. Yeah, I have to remerge main into develop, so git checkout. And we'll rebase main. And we'll do a push force with lease. Okay, that should be up to date now. And let's go check npm quick. Make sure that published 1.1.2, that looks good. And finally, publish our release. Oops, wrong repo. v1.1.2. Boom, generate release notes, publish. Cool, okay. We can now go to Gleam. Sorry, chat, I had to do some OSS maintenance. All right, jump over to Gleam, and we're gonna have to get new tokens probably this morning. Oops, this is not the repo I wanna be in. Over here, let's go ahead and do a Gleam build, make sure we're good on that front, and Gleam run. Our token's gonna be expired. Yep, so I need to get a new token, which I can do over here. I'm just gonna have to, oh, I have the new fancy thing, chat. I have something that does the same thing as the generator, Ryan, already just scaffolded out. Hey, it works. Yeah, but my tokens don't expire. I don't understand how your tokens don't expire. Either way, I want my tokens to expire, so it forces me to build the auto refreshing. Okay. This is such a nice little thing here. So let's go to thank you for the follow there, Leonardo and Goffer. Super appreciate y'all. Okay, so we grab this. We go into OAuth and we go to our server and we grab this URL, and this is the URL that Ryan's thing does for us. It just automatically does the redirect on that guy. So we're gonna come down here and we go there and we say bun nix shell that. What are you talking about? Oh, I don't have a comma. Bun index. So that's running, and then I can go ahead and refresh there. I get my new code. I can yoink that. I can jump over to Yak. I can throw the code in here. I send there. I now have new access token. I can put my access token in my environment. And then I can come over here and put this in my .env. Noise, and then we grab the refresh token and we put that in our environment. Good. And then we can move that over. Paste that there. That's good. Right click out. Right click out. Vim. Actually, this needs to be dir env allow. I'm not gonna lie, the pastel colors with the hexagons looks pretty nice. All right, we are back. Let me turn off this filter. Boom. All right, we now should have, yes, check that out, chat. We can request to get users. It works. And if I come down here and run this, we should see in chat, my bot or my username say hello Twitch from Gleam and Glitch. Boom. Money. That's shmoney. I'm gonna go ahead and post in the Gleam Discord. We're gleaming and streaming. Oh no, I messed up my URL. Oh, we got a rate from GlitchBite. Let's go. What up, Glitch? All right. I think, what do I want to do? I think I'm gonna, in the meantime, that PR doesn't get merged, I think I am going to, what is this TypeScript? What is this? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna make a wrapper for the request type that is opaque. And we're gonna use that. Pub type, request, pub opaque type. Where does opaque go? Yeah. As Gleam request, and we'll say that equals Gleam request. Type aliases cannot be opaque. No, that sucks. Okay, we'll just copy. Because I know I will make the same exact mistake again and again and again every time I use this request object. So we are just going to do this. And we'll take, this is going to be a pub opaque type, and then we need to grab type method from there. I guess that comes from delete, find that. Header. And scheme. There we go. All right, so we now have a opaque type. That means I'm actually not going to do that. As much as I want it. So here we can do the same thing. Okay. All right, let's go to our auth. That's where we left off yesterday. What's my font size? 22. I need to bump those numbers up. There we go. All right, let's pull up the Twitch docs. What are rookie numbers? We're gleaming and streaming. Working on glitch, comma, a Gleam Twitch SDK /client. Twitch.tv/DMM. And we want to go here, and we go to the docs. Oh, the font size numbers? Yeah. Where's the Twitch docs? There we go. So we implemented this one. Oh yeah, we had to figure out how to encode a body with form encoded. I don't even know how that works. So let's go learn about this. Let's see if ChatGPT can teach us the basics. How do I encode data as your sister's playlist is working? My sister has a much better taste in music than me. Glitch is such a good name for the project, by the way. I thought so too. So it just means we URL encode the data. Is that it? So I just encode it like query params. I did name it after you, Glitchbite. Yeah, I woke up on the first morning of learning Gleam. I was like, you know who this should be dedicated to? Glitchbite. Oh, I'll take your ass to Red Lobster. Oh yeah, so theoretically, if that's the case, we should be able to use the URI module, right? Hold on. What is happening? Do I have caps lock on? Yeah, I do. Okay, that's fixed. And let's go look at Gleam URI. Just gonna hop over here. This should have a way to URL encode things, percent encode. Does this encode under the covers? Okay, we can use query to string. Great. So let's say we want to say get token request. We're going to say function get token request to form data. And this will take a get token request, which will be a get token request. And this is going to return a string. And in here, we can use the URI module, which we already have in scope. So let's make our little list here of values. So let's say we have u, and it's going to be code get token request dot code And then we'll yank back to there, paste that in, and then one more. We'll do this. This will be, what up, Kenran? Grant type. And finally, oh, we need to turn grant type into a string. Grant type to string. And then code is a URI, which will, I assume, URI.toString is the thing. If not, we'll have to write it. Has to be a thing though. And this will be redirect URI. And then we'll pipe this list into URI dot percent encode. Is that what it was? Query to string. Yeah, query to string. Great. How can I learn about this, Ryan? Their link's broken. So we have encode 1, encode 2, encode value, encode atom, encode blah, 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 blah. Sweet. I mean, this is basically the same API as Gleam JSON uses, so maybe they'll just swap out the underlying implementation and keep the, what am I saying? Keep the API the same. I'll keep my eye on that. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we do that. So we need to set our body, which is now going to be changing that, and we're gonna get you. Let's say let body equals get token request, and that's gonna get piped into get token request to form data, and then we're going to say what are we gonna say here? The request.body needs, can I just do that? Yeah, expects JSON. So what is the API on Gleam JSON? Let's open that, Gleam JSON. I actually don't want to do that. Okamo, okay, in the next release we give you multi-core, but the garbage collector doesn't quite work anymore, okay? RIP. The sad truth of the world we live in. All right, so what I'm thinking about right now, Chad, is how to differentiate the body type from okay, yeah. So we need to differentiate between JSON bodies and so we could do this. Maybe we do this simple thing here. And we say this is going to be a request string. This is going to break some stuff, but it's okay. Request string. I did. So then in client, this is going to take a request of string, and we'll put that on the callers then to convert their bodies to strings. So then that has the ramification of, that's going to impact everything. So let's go here. And should that not set body JSON string? That feels like it should break. Yeah, in chat. Down here, we will jump here, and we're gonna have to JSON, and then we're gonna pipe this into JSON dot toString, and we'll delete word, paste that there, do that. Okay. In fact, we'll just do let body. I have the hiccups, chat. It hurts so bad. Oh god. Sorry, iSense. Morning, Roasted. All right. So this is gonna give us form data. Theoretically, I think this should actually work. I think I'm gonna have to test it off stream though. Not off stream, I'm just gonna have to blur my... Oh, we need to fix these, right? Yeah. Let's start with... Yeah, we're gonna have to write a encoder for our scopes. Right, that's why I had these commented. So let's go to our scope module. And in here, we are going to say how does this work? Dynamic int, dynamic that. I have a dynamic extended thing. Okay, so I think we just need to say to JSON, right? Or that's the decoder. To JSON is what we want. So we'll say, let's move this up there. And then we're gonna have a pub function to JSON, which is gonna take a scope, which is a scope, and it's going to return a JSON, which we're gonna have to import. Mark this as to do, and we'll import Gleam slash JSON. And we need the type. Jump down here, and then it's going to be scope to string, and then JSON dot from string, or it's just string if I remember. Yeah, nice. And then we can say pub function from JSON, and that's going to be JSON. How do I normally do that? From JSON. That takes JSON strings. Okay. JSON string, and this will be string and this is going to return a result of a scope or a decode error. Decode error. And we'll jump down here. And in here, we're going to say JSON string, and then we'll do JSON.from string, and then we're going to have to get a decoder, which I don't think we actually need. We just need to bring in dynamic. Dynamic. We'll jump back down here, and it'll be dynamic dot decode decode 1, and this will be a scope, and it'll be dynamic dot string. Oh shit, how do I... Okay, that's actually going to JSON string, and then we're going to say decode or dynamic dot string, and then we say from string, and then we say type scope error. How do I want to model this? Oh, we say JSON.decode. JSON.decode, and the decoder will be JSON.string or dynamic.string. So this should now give us a string back, and then we say from string. Which it actually needs to be result dot try, and we need to bring in result. So we'll import Wait, what? It is a function that returns a result. The error, what? How did we end up with this? Oh, it's invalid scope. Oh, it takes a string. I see. What do I want to return from this? What do I do with the other ones? It always returns decode errors. So we want result from string, and then we want to replace the error with a decode error. Yep, okay. And then we want to say let x equals result.try from string. Isn't that a result? Oh, it's unboxed. Right, we're already unboxed. We don't need to do this. Now that's invalid scope. Yeah, I guess we do this. So we'll say invalid scope, and this will have a string, and then we'll have a decode error of a decode error. And we can get rid of this pub type. Move that up here. Get rid of this. Now we have this is going to be a scope error. Down here. And then we can say in here, I think we can do a result dot map error to a decode error, right? Yeah. And then I don't think I need this anymore. And down here we can say result dot try, and we can do from string. There we go. That's what we want. Now we should have a scope to a scope error as a result. Yeah, hell yeah. And D will change to a scope error. Nice. Okay. That looks pretty good. So we can now go to and from JSON with our scopes, which means back in our auth module, we can come down here, delete this one, uncomment that one, and in here we have a dynamic list of I think we just passed this scope dot from JSON, from string. Oh, it's gonna need a decoder, huh? I don't think we've done any nested types yet in decoding. Does this take a dynamic? Oh, that's 2 JSON. How about some from JSONs? Message decoder. So do we make a scope decoder? Is that what we need? Yeah, the APIs have felt really nice. All right, let's try to knock this out quick. Let's say we have a function decoder, which will turn a decoder of scope. Which I really think is just this bottom part down here. It's going to be dynamic dot string. It's going to be a function that gets a dynamic. And it's going to return perfect. Look at that, chat. We can search hex now. Gleam dynamic. How do I open it? Open website? No, come on. Whatever. So this should take data. So they call that data. And that's going to be from data. How do I do this? Hub function from data. Oh, they're not allowed in anonymous functions. Okay, fuck me, right? All the typing, Kenran, is not required. It's like OCaml, where like you can omit the types. I'm using the types to guide me as I implement these functions because I don't have all the APIs memorized and the LSP is not perfect yet. And a lot of these are going to be public facing APIs, which I prefer putting types on anyways. Leo, you would get along well with my sister. Okay, so this is going to take a dynamic string. So we'll say data into dynamic string. And so right now this would be dynamic string, right? No. Oh, we didn't import that type. Type decoder. Decoder? I hardly know her. Oh, that comes from dynamic. And now this goes into this is gonna call from string. What is this type? X is a function. Is that true? I don't think that's true. What up, Analyze Code? I'm doing well. String returns the result. Yeah, so we want to say result dot try. Basically want to do the same thing we did down here. But we might need to use the use syntax. Chat, time for me to take care of the dogs. I will be right back in like 3 to 4 minutes. Stick tight and we will be right back to the Gleam. I'll keep the music playing. Okay, back. Okay, what do we have to do here? We got to get this to a decoder. What is our decoder type? Our decoder type is... It's like a generic that returns a list of decoders. Where are you? Yeah, right here. Takes a dynamic to a result T of decode errors. So that's what we got to get it to. And right now this is saying, let's get rid of the... I love that the parser seems to be super resilient. Yes and no, Leo. It breaks pretty easy for the LSP, but the formatting feels pretty good. Juan Bites said, I just got here. Where'd he go? Probably Gleam related. Yeah, I was teaching my dogs Gleam. Nirvana chair stream. Couch stream. Been a hot minute since that couch has been the star. We need more dogs. Dogs came downstairs. I did take my meds today. Couch looks too nice. I'd be afraid to sit on it. I nap on that couch every night. Fun fact, I end up like doing an extra hour of work since I stream later in the mornings. Typically, like before I go to bed, I'll do like an extra hour of work after Justine goes to bed. And I'll lay there on that couch and either watch Shy Ryan stream or Juicebox while I work on work. And then I pass out with my laptop on my chest and then go up to bed at like 2 a.m. when I wake up again. It's a great flow. So that looks good so far, right? We need let's say let string decoder. Well, actually, hold on here. What does x equal? And if we just say error nil here, just to get this happy, what is x? X is a string, and we need to map that. It's a result, right? Yeah, so if we then say let y equals from string x, which needs to be result dot try, which is not a capital R. I wish modules were referenced with capitals rather than lower cases, because there's a lot of times where in the standard library they use a variable name that's the same as the module name and they're both lowercase, and that's confusing in my opinion. It takes a string to a scope error. Right. Can I not change the error type?
Baxter, do you want to eat in Dad's office? Hey, Diego. Baxter's eating in here because I gotta leave.
Okay.
So, chat, you're responsible for paying attention and making sure Bodhi doesn't eat that food.
Yeah, chat, keep an eye on this. I don't think they can see it.
Oh, where should
Move
I
it
move
a little bit more to the side.
Like, here?
Put it down. I'll move this direction. Yeah, if you see the big white dog or the golden dog trying to eat, I can't point at it, out of, oh god, this is so hard because I'm mirrored. There. If you see another dog trying to eat out of that bowl behind me, let me know. Homeboy, Bodie, the big white dog, tries to be sneaky as fuck and eat the other dog's food all the time.
Not you. Not you.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a map error here.
Alright, I'm going to the dentist.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye. Let me know if you want me to bring you home anything.
I was gonna raid you. How was stream? I was hoping you were gonna raid stream longer.
What is it?
I actually don't know how to say your name. I think I figured this out the other day, but it didn't save my freaking comment. Shaktiman, right? Is what I remember. Shaktiman. Yeah, let me... I don't know why that didn't update my UI. Yeah. Sorry about that. How was your stream? What were you working on? Finished the listing module from ocaml.org docs. Sweet. All right, Noons, if you just come across the pond, it's your job. So then we're gonna say let y equals from string stir, and we'll just say okay stir for now, and we need to map the error. Result dot map error. And how do we make a decode error? Here we go. So this is going to take a function which takes our current error, and we're going to do this. We're going to return a let decode error. We'll clean up all this code in a second, chat. Or is this the decode error? We gotta import that. Decode error. Decode error. Oh, we need to match on the current error, right? Because the current error can be a scope error. It's some scope error. So we'll say case, and the first case is where's our error type in here? Didn't we make scope errors in here? There it is. It's just like way up there. Let's put this at like the top after this. So we have an invalid scope or a decode error. So let's throw that there, comment that, and we'll say if it's an invalid scope, we'll have the stir. This will be found, right? And we'll just say to do. And then the other case is a decode error of our decode error. And we'll do a to do here too. Okay. And we now need to turn this into a decode error, which the decode error looks like expected scope Bodie, what are you doing, big man? You're on a diet. Baxter finished eating anyways, but good call, chat. There was one time. It was like one of the first days of streaming. And I don't have VOD saved from this, but it was like way back in the end of September or October of last year when I started streaming. And the same thing happened where Baxter's food was in the office and I was streaming and Baxter doesn't always eat breakfast, so sometimes he like won't eat his food, which is like why we have to like keep an eye on it. And I'm sitting streaming and I catch in the corner of my eye on OBS on like so I can see my camera output, I can see Bodie literally in the background going like this. Like he's taking one step, looking at me, looking at the food, taking another step, looking at the food, looking at me, and I'm just watching him in the webcam thinking he's the sneakiest little fucker. And it was pretty funny. Expected, found, and then path, I guess will just be, I don't even know what to make path. I mean, I guess that's fine for now. Okay, so now we can get rid of this. This can change to a stir. That goes into there. Delete this. We delete that. We delete this. There we go. Okay, we'll do something like that. And now this can be, we should be able to type this as a decoder of scope, and it should be okay. Yep, there we go. Cool. Beautiful. Where's our error at? Oh, whoops, that comes from this. Right? Type. Oh no. What? We want decode error here. We do use that though down here. Oh, it uses that. Totally excited to spoon with Meta in Nashville. Oh, that's not right. Now I've got myself all confused. There's too many types sharing names here. It's confusing. So I guess this is actually a JSON decode error. So this will be a JSON decode error. So we can pattern match in here probably again, unexpected format. Expected format. In fact, let's just replace the error. I don't even know why. I don't even know why I'm wasting my time fighting this. This was stupid. So we're just going to replace the error, and it's going to be a dynamic decode error. And it'll be the same thing, right? It'll just be found will be stir. Or I guess it'll be expected. Expected will be a scope. Found will be, well, just pretty. Found, and then path can just be empty. Wait, where does decoder come from? Oh, does it just need to be a list? Oh, dude, I was listening to the Dune soundtrack 2 days ago while I was working. It was awesome. There we go. There we go, chat. That was way easier. Yep. There we go. Okay. Get rid of that. And then we can change, yeah, we can keep that as JSON decode error. We use our decoder, and I can't even remember where we were at on why we were needing to do this. I think this needs to be pub. And then let's, we're gonna go back to auth, right? This is where we were. And we were working on getting this to actually decode. This should be a list of, okay, so we have scope brought in, scope.decoder. Nice. Noise. I actually really like the JSON decoding API here. Like, this feels really nice. The fact that constructors can be called as functions makes this really, really, really nice. This is like, we can't have this in OCaml without writing like a make. Although Serde is going to be pretty nice once I start using it. All right, so now we need to do basically the same thing we just did, but for token type. And I don't remember where, is that in here? Type, token type. Yeah, here it is. Bearer, case token. So we need a decoder function, token type decoder. We'll take a token type, which is a token type, and it will return a decoder of token type. And we're going to say, we can basically copy what we just did over in scope. Where we return a function that gets I'm tempted to try and write Serde and Gleam. That would be sweet. See right here, Leo is an example of where the parser does not recover, or it's not fault tolerant. It just broke everything. And like, I don't get any, anything. Oh, I guess I do. But it's not that bad to work around, in my experience. We can copy this, paste that in. Do we have a token type? Oh yeah, functions are lifted in here, which is also nice. Dynamic string, and then we say we need you. We're gonna say token type from string. So this will be string. This will turn into a result of a token type, or we'll say we have a pub type token type error, and we'll say invalid token type. That'll have a string with it. This will token type error down here. I guess we can just match on bearer, and this will be okay bearer. And anything else is going to be an error of token, invalid token type of the string. And up here, we can basically copy this. Go like that. Do this. Maybe it'll be worth... Not yet. Oh, that would be sick, Leo. When is IFCP? It's in Milan this year, isn't it? IFCP 2024. Oh, wait, this is not the right. International Foundation for Cultural Property Protection. That's not the right conference. IFCP Milan, Italy. And when is React Alicante? Dude, what if I did if I got accepted to React Alicante and you got accepted to ICFP? I would probably go to ICFP and then from there go to Spain. Yeah, and I will definitely be in Berlin. That's not even a question. Yeah, dude, that would be so fun. That would be so freaking fun. I saw Sabine's tweet. She tweeted about it. Oh, Camel Conf, let's go. And then this will be token type from string. What is wrong here? I've got my veins all tangled close so that you buys me frequent. There we go. Right, decoders don't take anything. So now we have our token type decoder. We can just rename this string. Okay. Great. So in this one now, we will just say it's going to be a change to there, and it will be a token type decoder. That's so nice. I really like this decoder API, a lot. All right, so we have our full we've got all of our serialization and deserialization working, I believe. So this should theoretically work. Let's do a commit. Add Serde for scopes and token types. Okay, how do we test this? I'm gonna have to blur my screen because this is gonna, let me make sure my token's not expired. Oh, we have an error. in scope. What? 323. That's right there. I fixed that. All right, so that's still working. Let's go to our main function. And in here, we are going to do an auth request and try to get a new token. So let's go in here and we'll paste that in, and this will be auth. And we can bring in get, what is it called? Token request. Yeah, and then down here, we can ignore that one. We'll ignore these. And we need to do Leo, did you see Leo and Dave? Did you see that last night TJ started working on rebuilding a ReasonML tree sitter grammar? He's actually working on it right now. I don't know if Dave's in here. Yeah, he's in here. We'll raid TJ here in a couple minutes when we get done here. So we now have, let's say, let assert okay. And we'll say auth dot get token. And we need to build our new token request. So let's say let get token request equals a get token request. And our get token request is going to have, this is where I might have to, so we'll say we'll get that. Grant type, this is going to be code. It'll be code. The grant type will be bearer, which let's go import bearer. No, it'll be before that. Yeah, I agree that Tej is a great teacher. And then finally, it needs a redirect URI, which the redirect URI is going to be index.ts. Nothing is sensitive in this. So it's going to be 3030 slash, in fact, I can just yoink this. And we can go back and we can say let redirect URI will be we need to import URI. Import Gleam slash URI. URI dot from string. That's got to be a function. Oh, it's parse, right? And does this end up as a result? Yeah, so let's just say result dot try Oh, grant type? What is a grant type? Ah, we need to bring in, right, not bearer. This would be authorization. What's this? What? Or no, we want to say what are we doing wrong here, chat? This should be a URI. Expected type, result nil string. Found type string, result nil nil. That does not seem right. What? Thank you for the follow, Youth Steam Robots. Appreciate you. Is this just because we have other errors? Yeah, it is. I think, right? Do I have a typo? What is happening? Why does it think it's returning nil nil? I'm so confused. URI.parse, and then we yank around that. We come in here, we paste that in there. Get rid of the equal. That should be a result. Why is that a function? What? Is anyone else confused? I'm so confused here. All right, so now it's right. So we should be able to say result dot try, do that. Yeah, I think the LSP is being super confused. I wonder if that's a bug. What up, Trash Puppy? I think this is a bug. It's upset about this. All right. Hold on here. Is it because these are returning opposite errors? All right, so rather than using the get or the use syntax, we're gonna change this because I think this is probably our problem. The other way we could do this is doing an assert. It's probably the way we should do it for a script. Okay. So we'll do the same thing down here. We'll say let assert okay redirect URI. All right, that was confusing as all hell. Okay. My God. This was a journey to get to this point. So I'm going to have to blur my screen now to try this chat because I need to put in the code. Do we have the response typed already? We do. Nice. Okay. Okay, let me blur my screen. All right, that's pixelated. All right, so now we'll jump into our, what do we want to do? How do I get my code? I need to go to that endpoint. So let me split this. This is what we mean by hexagonal architecture, yeah. Yes. And we're gonna need to go to U. We're gonna grab this. And we're gonna yoink that. And we're gonna come over here, paste that in. We need our node server running. So let's get our node server running. Coffee and Catan. Yeah, the pastel colors look so nice with it. I love it. Bun, OAuth / index.ts. All right, our server is running. And we can do this. We have a code. Let me gank that code there. That will go into export code equals that. Okay, so theoretically, can kill that server when we run Gleam. All right, Nix, get your shit together. Gleam build, Gleam run. Okay. We got a decode error. Let me make sure all my shells have nothing sensitive. Wait, quit out, clear, duram allow, and vim. All right, we can turn this off. Ooh, what do you think about it, Leo? So we got another type, dict, unexpected format, decode error, another type. I wonder where that came from. Because that's not a very helpful error. does our I wonder if we assert here, if we'll get a stack trace. Okay, chat, I have to blur again. There we go. That's still not a very helpful. So it found another type, but it expected a dict. Why did it expect a dict? So we're failing somewhere in here. Probably this one. Let me look at one more time.
Okay. I have an idea. So it's probably this function. Yeah, okay. And here is where we're having issues. And it's probably this one. Tomorrow you convinced me with Gleam. I was dabbling lately with it, but now I'm going to go full in with it. I will try and make something cool for the community. Start with opening the issue for the dev icon so the file is nicely identified. Sweet. Everyone go upvote this. So I think this is failing. Response decode error. Right there it is. That's what we're seeing right there. So maybe we can update this to take a little bit more. Okay, so that still takes a decode error. So that's about as much as we can get. I hate that it doesn't... All right. All right, chat. We've got a useful error message here. All right, we got a error response back. So we're not handling the case where we get errors. So let's add a error decoder. We're going to need to add a function Twitch API error response decoder. Error response decoder. And I don't think this needs anything on it. This will return a we'll let it infer for now. We're gonna have to make another type, but it will be a Twitch API error response, and that's going to have a error. I guess this will be a message. or no, we should say that's error, right? And that will be a string, and then status will be a integer, and then we have a message, which will also be a, looks like that's going to be a string. So down here we'll say dynamic dot decode 3, and we'll pass in Twitch API error response, and then we'll need dynamic dot field, and we'll want error dynamic dot string. Say this is message, and then finally this will be status. This will be int, and then we just come down here and we add that to that. Boom. Okay. Gonna blur again while we try that. I don't think anything sensitive will come out of this, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Okay, we're getting some progress. So now we have invalid response type, Twitch API response, and that comes from invalid response type. We will say this type, where is that at? Twitch API error comes from here. So we can give that a generic parameter. All right, so we have an error somewhere, and I don't know where it is. This is in client.gleam. Did we finish this? Yeah. And then this will have a okay. So if we go back to, we're gonna have to wrap up in a minute, chat. But we didn't make it as far as I wanted to this morning, but this is all stuff that is a pain in the ass in every language. And if we want a good Twitch client, we need this stuff. So it's not a complete loss. Where is this happening? In API response? Let's try to fix these. Let's try to get this building before I sign off for the day. Is this valid? Oh, I see. Okay, fine. We'll say, why can't I ignore that, right? I can ignore everything. All right, we'll start here on Friday. Whip on auth. Billy said, so I tried to do some Gleam myself yesterday by experimenting on your repo and tried to make your scopes file dry. And I was actually nearly successful by utilizing a dict, but I just wasn't able to unwrap the results since it wanted a default scope. But it was fun to try nonetheless. What's not dry about my scope file? String. Oh, I think I see what you're saying. Okay. All right, chat. Let's go raid TJ. See if he's still streaming and working on. He is. Chat message is gonna be raid message is gonna be reason ML. Here. That's the raid message. And let's go show TJ some love for working on Reason ML. I'll be hanging out there, chat, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Thank you, everyone, for the new follows and the hangouts. I super appreciate all of you.